Alright, so welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about industrial training, IT. So I've been receiving a series of questions about how do I go about my IT? What will I do to boost my to get A in IT? Also received questions on where can I do my IT? Yes, questions like that have been coming. Where do I do my IT? Is a question that bothers many persons. So this video I'm going to be doing a series of videos that will help you. So I'm going to be talking about choosing a place for IT, how to get a good place for IT. I'm going to be talking about what you do while doing your IT. That's one thing most persons don't know. I'm going to also talk about how to go about filling your logbook. How do you fill your logbook? And after that, I'm going to talk about how you go about preparing for your IT defense, the tips you need to know, and how to generally prepare for your IT defense and get that A in IT. You know, getting an A in IT is a very big plus for you, because if you get an A in IT, your CGPA will rise. And please, there's this misconception some persons have that once you have A in IT, if you are on 2.0, you will rise to 5.0. It's a lie. That's not true. Yeah, IT will help your CGPA to make your CGPA to rise, but it's not magic. So if you have an A in IT, it's a very big plus for you, because getting an A in IT, your CGPA will rise. Like, it's just like, okay, you know, IT is just what you are doing for that semester. That's the only thing you're doing for that semester. So getting an A in IT simply means you got 5.0 that semester. You got 5.0 that semester. Now imagine you getting A's in all your courses. That's what it means, getting A in IT. So you see how important it is. If you get a B, it will reduce your CGPA. If your CGPA was already high. So I will advise you, strive as much as possible to get an A in your IT, so that your CGPA will skyrocket high. Alright, so today, this is just like I said earlier, it's going to be a series of video, because talking about IT is not a 1-minute stuff. Now, IT is a 6 months training. It's a 6 months training, and some persons have resumed already. Yes, in some universities like University of Port Harcourt, your IT resumes officially June. So this June, this month we are now, your IT have started, and it's a 6 months training, meaning count 6 months from now. So if you've not gotten your IT place yet, you're already behind schedules. Now, how do you go about checking for IT placements? Where do you do your IT? Let me address that question first. Now, getting a place for IT can be sometimes challenging and difficult. And so some persons, they end up not even doing their IT, or they end up doing it in a place where they will not get experience. Now, most students, when they are looking for IT placement, their main focus is where they will pay them. Yeah, it's actually good to be paid, but the number one thing you should look out for when searching for an IT place is experience, where you get experience and not where you get money. Where you get money should be a second on the row, not the first thing you look out for. Because take for example, you're in biochemistry and you are looking for a place to do IT. Then because they are paying, maybe in which example are you? Okay, they're selling in the market and they are looking for a sales boy. Someone is looking for a sales boy or sales girl, and it has nothing to do with biochemistry. But because they will pay you, you go there and you say you want to do your IT. Yes, you do your IT there according to you, but you have issues at the end. What will you report in your logbook? You have a supervisor, you have an external supervisor, you have school supervisor. What will they, when they check your logbook, what will you report in your logbook at first? So look for a place where you get the experience. Now, these are some of the places you can look out for. First, you understand your course. You know the background of your course. Check for firms, check for organizations that have a relationship with your course of study. Very, very important. This is one tip of getting A in IT, because if you go out there and do your IT in a place that is not related to your field, you start failing. Yes. So first, look for a good place that is related to your field of study. How do you do that? Okay, now you sit down and write. You already know your course, the course you're studying. First, check all the organizations around you. If you are doing a medicine related course, you can do your medicine related. When I say medicine related courses like biochemistry, microbiology, and other ones. In fact, those in faculty of science, you can do your IT in a medical laboratory. Yes, you can go to the lab, apply. Medical laboratory, that's one. So you can go to medical lab and ask for an IT placement. Another place you can do your IT is in the hospital. And most hospitals will gladly accept you. Yes, will mostly accept. They will gladly accept you. So, and you can do your IT in the hospital. You can do your IT in pharmacological industries where they produce drugs, or where they work with drugs. You can apply and they will take you. Another one, you can do your IT in your school lab. If you're in microbiology, you can apply in your school lab, in your departmental lab, and they might accept you. If you're in biochemistry, you can apply in your departmental lab, and they will accept you also. And I guess there you will gain experience also. Another place you can look out for is in industries like Coca-Cola, any food industry. If you are in PIC and any other industry related course, you can go look for paint production company, and you apply. So basically what I'm emphasizing on is experience. Take the experience first before the money. You can actually do in oil companies. Yes, I know everybody wants to do their IT in oil company. Yes, you can actually do your IT in oil company. Like Ajib, you can do your IT in Ajib. You can do your IT in Share. Yes. But the truth is, most of all these places, you need connection to be accepted. So that's one. Another thing is, some persons, even when you've known this is where I want to apply, how do you go about applying? Now, I believe you were given a letter from the school. The school Siwes gave you a letter of application. That is, the letter is already written. Now, you are not going to submit only that letter. Also, in addition to that letter, you are going to submit a handwritten letter. So you are going to write your own and attach that one you were given. How do you write your own? Simply write that thing you were given, that one you are given from the department, from the Siwes. Simply copy that stuff back, write it back, and attach. You can change some few things, but that will not affect your chances of being taken. So with that, after attaching, you submit to wherever you want to do your IT. And I'll advise you submit in multiple places. Don't just say this is where I must do my IT. Submit there also, and submit in other places so you don't run out of time. So I've mentioned two things here: how to choose organizations where you do your IT. Choose the one that is related to your field. Don't just focus on the money, and because of the money, you just do it anywhere you want to do it, and at the end it might affect you. So always choose an organization that is related to your field of study, and that's one. I've mentioned another thing: write your letter in addition to the letter you were given from Siwes. And after that, the next thing I'm going to talk about is when you've been accepted, you are to submit an acceptance letter to Siwes. And after submitting the IT letter, okay, the acceptance letter now will be given to you by the firm where you are doing your IT. Upon acceptance, they will give you a letter of acceptance. So you submit your acceptance letter to Siwes. that is when you've been accepted. Now you've started work. What do? How do you fill your logbook? That's one of the most important part of it. Filling your logbook. How do you fill your logbook? Because your logbook is going to be marked. It's going to be graded. So how do you fill your logbook? How do you go about your defense preparation? All these things will be talked about in our next video. So for now, go and look for a place to do your IT, and make sure you choose the one that is related to your field, that is related to your course of study. And after that, as you resume your IT, I will in my next video on this series, I'm going to be posting how to go about filling your logbook accurately, because your logbook will be graded, and I will tell you how to go about that, and I'll also tell you how to go about your defense preparation. So for now, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button and subscribe, so that you'll be notified when the next video is being posted. If you want me to do a second part of this video, comment below in the comment section. Just drop I'm anticipating for part 2, or just drop part 2. Just drop there part 2. If I see more comments, I'll be motivated to do more, but if I don't, I might not. So please drop in the comment section part 2, then subscribe to this channel. If you are watching and you're not subscribing, I'm saying you. So please watch and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you in my next video.